Hey guys, Catherine from Little Mite here, and today I'm going to share with you the one thing that I do every single year to set myself up for success. This is something that I do to look over the past year of what worked, what didn't work, what am I proud of, what am I not proud of, and how do I want to see myself in a new year. A lot of times people set resolutions, they wake up January 1st, they're like, I'm going to do this, but they don't reflect on the past years to understand patterns in themselves, what did go well, what can they build upon, what they should start doing, what they should stop doing, what they should continue doing. So today I'm going to share with you my system so that you can do your own annual review of this year to set yourselves up for the next year. I'm Catherine Lavery. I'm co-founder and CEO of Best Self Co. And with Little Mite, I want to share productivity tips, business leadership ideas to empower you to change the world. So firstly, why is reflection important? Think about professional athletes. They will play a game, they'll watch the tape over, they'll see what they did well, they'll see what they didn't do well, and this is how you improve. A quote from Tony Robbins, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. So if you get to the end of the year for multiple years and you're thinking, I haven't achieved what I wanted to, I can't believe it's the end of the year already, like what have I done? Then this is for you. This is where you stop doing all the things that you've done before and just try something new. This will take 45 minutes to an hour of your time. So when we're in the weeds, so we're in the day-to-day, going through our year, we don't often notice the compounding effects of things that are going well or things that are not going well. And when we take a step back, when we do this annual review, we see the big picture. Stay tuned to the end of this video where I will share the cheat sheet of the 49 questions that I ask myself at the end of every year to really just pick out, what's worked and what doesn't. Because sometimes, you think back in the year and it all blends together. So these questions were created to specifically pull out that information from your ideas, from your memories, from stuff that happened to really help you do this annual review system properly. For comparison's sake, think back to last year. Are you happier or sadder than you were? Are you richer or poorer? Are you more stressed or less stressed? Or are you thinner or fatter? Even this simple just comparison will give you a better idea of where you were to where you are now to what needs to happen to get where you need to go. So in your worksheet, you'll see all of the questions broken down into these categories, and we start with the good things. So what went well in your year and why did it go well? Was it a skill set that proved really useful this year? Was it someone that you met? Was it a great habit that you formed that led to something good? We really want to dive into what happened and why it was so great so that you know what to continue doing or maybe what you need to do more of. The bad things. So nobody likes to think of themselves as failures, but I like to think of failure as lessons to be learned. So every time in my life that something didn't work out the way that I planned, whether it was business or projects or whatever it is, I always learned something from that experience that I was able to bring back into either about self or something else that I'm working on. So don't look at these things as negatives, look at them as just lessons to be learned. So what areas in life did you fail at? And why did you fail? Was it bad habits that you slipped into? Was it some piece of knowledge that was missing? Why was this? It's only when we dig into what went wrong and possibly why it went wrong that we're going to be able to fix it for next time. Next are relationships. You've heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So who did you spend time with this year? Who impacted you positively? Who impacted you negatively? Who should you stop hanging out with? This is where we dig into the relationships of our life, where we need to be working on it. Maybe relationships that have served their purpose and we need to move on. Maybe more that we need to spend more time with. We want to get to the start of the year and know who we want to spend more time with, why they are such a positive impact in our lives, and maybe new friends that we need to make because we want to meet people in different areas who know about different things so that they can impact us in a positive way. experiences. So do you have a bucket list? It's like, here's all the things I want to do, and it just sits there. It doesn't actually go from idea to impact in your life because you never actually do it. This is where we dig into what you did this year, what was a positive experience, what was a negative experience, maybe something that was unexpected but you enjoyed, something unexpected that you don't ever want to experience again, and maybe the steps that led up to that. This is where we really dig into taking the experiences that maybe you've had or that you want and making sure that you're aware of that so you can plan to have better ones and more ones and new ones in the new year. And favorites. So this is like a fun thing. It's, you know, your favorite people of the year, your favorite places, the favorite things that you've bought. This is always fun for me. And I would love if in the comment section, whether it's places, people, the things that you've purchased, I'd love to know what your favorite things of the year is. Kind of like Oprah does her favorite things. I want to know what your favorite things are. Now, you know what the structure of the annual review is. Next is the implementation. So you're watching this video, the next step I want you to do is plan in your calendar when you're actually going to do the annual review. What I would suggest is to carve a time out and also a place. So for this, I like to go to a coffee shop or go to somewhere where I'm not used to working with the sole intention of doing this review, where I'm not going to get distracted by everyday things, and I'm setting an intention for myself to do this review without interruption. So step one is to put in your calendar, put the time, place, grab a notebook, some pieces of paper, download my worksheet of the questions to ask yourself, and you don't have to answer every single one, just whatever appeals to you. I like to go through, and some of them, some years mean more to me than some of them in other years. So whatever works for you, the point is just doing it is going to be so significant when planning your next year. Now, here's a challenge for you. If you do this annual review, I would like to know either things that you've learned about yourself and different outcome you want for next year, whatever it is that you want to share. If you comment below this video, I will be picking a couple of commenters and sharing, actually sending out a 2019 wall calendar, which is what I have up on my wall next to me. And this is something I'll be sharing in a future video of how I take my annual review, then I have a planning system for the next year, and then I use this calendar to not only just think of these, I don't come up with like a random resolution, I actually plan a system, a process, a goal of what I want to accomplish, and then I put the things into this calendar so that I see it in front of my face every single day. It's hard to ignore something that's staring you in the face every day, and that's what this wall calendar is. So if you want to, leave a comment below this video, and I'm going to be picking a couple of commenters and sending them out a 2019 wall calendar so that you can do the exact same thing. If this video is helpful, please subscribe to my Little Mite channel, click on the bell below to find out when I'm going live, or even just share it with a friend. Do you have a friend that continues to do the exact same things and expect different results? If so, you need to have them review what's working, what's not working, so that they can plan and make the next year different from all the other years where they continue to do the exact same thing, which, if you didn't know, is the definition of insanity. I'll see you at the next video, where now that we've done our annual review, it's time to design our year. We know what last year looks like. Now we can design how we want next year to look like, so that when we get to the end of the year, we know what the outcome we want is, what the type of person we want to be is, and who we want to have spent more time with. I'll see you soon.